Welcome to our lovely self-reflective, self-led community, those who know how to use journaling appropriately. So if you didn't tune into any of our shorts yet, although there's only one, let me share. Smart consumers, they can spot embodied intelligence, not just polished words. So while there are those who are using journaling in a way that weakens them, those of us who are embodying intelligence are using them to expand our window of welcome. And yeah, true emotional resilience means that you wake up and know that there's no rotten roots on earth. FYI, come with God and dark matter and dark energy. There's a song, isn't there? Okay, so there are people that will not be joining us, not only here at IHP, but in general. I just saw a post. I'm on Reddit and Quora now, and on Reddit, actually, in an area that is for improving oneself, someone made it very clear how they're going to become a workaholic, and they stated in a big lots of words how they don't need the therapy, they don't need the girlfriend, they don't need any of things, and maybe it's a bot who's trying to trigger, because yes, those controversial hooks, so someone who's trying to get attention. I don't know, what do you think? Well, it's okay. We're not diving into the 3D, 4D collective. We're diving into the architecture of emotional sovereignty. It's you being yourself. So wait for it. Emotionally sovereign people, we are reflective, not reactive. So we don't have knee-jerk reactions, unlike those who I consider not smart consumers and who, luckily for them, are tended to by all those who do know how they work, which is why I'm unimpressed. They don't embody intelligence, for they have yet to unlock their own intelligence due to the fact that science and spirituality share our origins, our perfection. But with science, it's explained why some people, their roots, they're not poisonous, but they did not get the capacity, neuroception explained by Dr. Amy Apigan, how your nervous system decides what's safe and why it matters for those who are not feeling safe as themselves. So in my case, I'm going to tell you some stories because I'm safe to be Maria. In people's emotionally outsourcing and looking for validation loops and identity triggered, and all of the ones who are playing teenagers and basically spiting each other and a lot more and thinking there are bad roots and good roots and all this good stuff. No, they're actually, it's not good. Ignorance is very boring to emotionally resilient and embodied intelligent people. Nothing is more terrible than to see ignorance in action. Thank you, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Yes, it's also disgusting to see how left brainers, those who use half a brain, completely manipulate each other and control and just keep on doing martyrs, blamers, superiors, codependent, and a lot more. Oh, and they continue to use a monster named Lucifer. And they continue to say God doesn't need signs, which we all know he doesn't. But again, Akash Source Animundi, dark matter, dark energy. So whether you look at it from the spiritual faith or from the scientific, it always wins intelligence, while that which is embodying stupidity doesn't. Also, it's not just stupidity, by the way. Non-bilaterally integrated brain people don't metabolize their trauma time. They actually live it out. And so their body is full of that which is called non-metabolized trauma charges, which is unfortunate business with the ascension energies about, when there's a full moon or when there's just something going on, people who don't believe in it, I know they make fun of astrology, they make fun of the zodiac, they make fun of everything that's in the mystic plane. Some will use the whole monster story again and again and again. Smart consumers aren't duped, we're not stupid, and we also get to be ourselves and accept others how they are. So I let others be themselves, whether they're secure or not. I'm sure you do the same if you're still here at 4 minutes. Oh, and by the way, for those who do like self-reflective practices and journaling, journal prompts, there are PayHip PDF files for you all to download after purchase. I'm still coming out with the bundle, so if you want bundle opportunity, let me know. And, don't let me know. I'm getting set up to do it, is what I was trying to say. Okay, so friendship. It is a sheltering tree, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, but that's not actually true if you have a friend who is an insecure person like my facade friend, because they're not being authentic, they're not being transparent. So when someone is not whole and they do need therapy, and then they go on places like Reddit and find whether it's a bot or a person who's just saying bullshit, ignorance continues to enlighten. No, it doesn't. But at the same time, there's different soul age groups. I'm in the Enlightenment Soul Age group. So, I dropped a book. Sorry for the loud noise. This one, you can laugh at yourself and at humanity. And then you say, well, we know where the bad Jojo and Juju come from. All people who don't know how to self-regulate. So we're not going to tell them because they don't believe in us anyways. Plus, they really don't like our ventral vagal state. They completely are, that's not what's going on, but that's the best I can do. And somebody's, the devil. No. Stop insulting my brothers and sisters. God made us perfect. You see, I have a twin. And I am Maria, and she's the other one. And the other one has a name, and you've seen her. And the thing is, my mother taught us different is not better or worse. And she couldn't touch me, even if she wanted to beat me up when I was a kid, because bad manners. So when I think of what could shame, blame, fault, revenge, no revenge. Shame, fault, blame, yes, all the grown-ups who are not grown-ups, and all of the people who are pretending to be badass when instead they're just hiding away their feelings because they don't know how to be a friend, they don't even know how to be a lover, they don't know how to be a person because they're not embodying their own intelligence. So it's not my fault that they're not self-sovereign, but it is their fault that they follow the same people that appeal to the masses and the large audience. Like Schopenhauer pointed out, I appeal to a mass too. The masses of you that are still here, emotionally sovereign people. It's the only people I ever wanted to work with because I didn't realize how many people lacked the capacity to be themselves. And when someone said, well, why would they need you? Because they will want me, not need me. What do you mean? They need to have a problem. Well, some of us have the consistency of dark matter, dark energy, maybe imploding. So we continue to go from uncertainty to steadiness, and that's it. And we continue to grow more joyous by the minute. And we are disgusted by our brothers and sisters who act like morons, the origins of every human and of Earth. It's full of beautiful nature. Oh, and I'm also not scared because cosmic karmic balancing always takes place. But Earth knows how to take care of itself. And so do the stars and the moons. And, at the end of the day, ascension energies, they clear every single bit of that which is not working. No, yes, no. Now I'm just going to leave you with a cliffhanger. So, do you know why most journaling weakens? No, that's not true. It only is weakening anyone who is not journaling for real. They're ruminating. They don't know how to self-regulate, and they need therapy, but instead they go and rant on a place where they get high-fived for being a person who knows how to vent, and that's about it. Oh, wow, they vented. Little teenager in a room. I told someone once, I want to stop venting. 2 people. But you can't. You're human. It's because I'm human that I can. And then I grew up to find out about mindfulness. I'm like, wow, I've been doing it for my entire life. Oh, wait, this one's a good one, too. Self-awareness. Do you know how self-awareness can become a trap? That's why these words, it's not a trap. You're not aware if it's a trap. You can only be self-aware if you're actively working with the emotional stuff, which is why resilience is beyond positive thinking. But we don't scribble on a board and think that wellness is a board. We think, okay, yeah, we move from that which is courageous to strong as children to funny, curious, open-ended inquiry, self-reflective practices. That's why they're good for you. It's like, yeah, we always move from uncertainty to steadiness, and the more you do it, the more you become resilient. So, embodied intelligence, we are actually not self-indulgence, that's true. So we honor our feelings, but we also know that some feelings are being processed, which is what makes it even more fun to own the sense of self and to be self-led. And we're going to have some more stories. In the meantime, friendship is a sheltering tree, yes, when you have securely attached people, and they don't have to just be friends. They can be lovers, they can be family, they can be a lot of things. Words don't really matter because at the end of the day, we all use them differently, and we also live subjective reality. So my perspective is from Maria's body and Maria's embodied brain. It's an embodied brain. And so that means I'm not you and you're not me, but the difference with those of us who are mentors, content creators, and podcast hosts who offer our services and who offer anything to smart consumers is we know what the fuck we're doing. And we don't want to work with anybody who doesn't know what they're buying, because that's just I wanted a purchase and there you go. No, that's not what we're building. We're building something more solid, and we get to be anchors for each other. So stop on by and let your friends know. Be yourself.